Whew. Am I a little late, boys? Hi. Welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Spirit of Justice. Hopefully, you can hear my voice, you can see my face, you can see the game, and hopefully we'll be able to play tonight. Guys, I love this loft and I'm gonna be so sad to see it go. But when my lease is up, I have no choice, I have to move. There's no way in hell I can stick with Spectrum Internet. The unreliability is simply too much to handle. But I want to try and not be too pessimistic. First, let me get my hellos in order. Between Heaven and Hell, happy to have you here. Cosmetology Corner, Tim Wiggins, Dogface, Hunter Cross, and Jacob Welsh. Thank you all for being here. I'm sorry that we had to wait an extra 24 hours late to do this stream. But I'm so excited, boys, because today's the day that we got Mystic Maya ready to do a spirit channeling. And hopefully it'll be our chance to declare her innocent. I have to try and remember some of the details. We want to talk to the High Priest, I think, because... Or did we want to talk to Pare? No, I think we wanted to talk to the High Priest, because we're accusing the High Priest of committing the murder of Pare. Because Pare... I guess, technically, we could have called either spirit. It's interesting how that works. We'll see how it all plays out. In addition, the other announcements that I wanted to share yesterday, but I couldn't because the internet just had to ruin my day for me. I got channel memberships set up for the live stream. It was something I was very excited to finally take the next step into doing. So when you are on my streams or on my channel, there should be a join button that you can see. It's a little bit finicky and it might not show up if you're watching on a mobile device, but if you're on a computer, it should be there. It's a completely optional thing, but it is the next step I was taking as a way to help support the live stream. This is obviously my big passion project that I'm doing, and, you know, I'm very upset about the fact that as much as I want to be doing it, the internet betrays me sometimes. So things like moving apartments, getting new internet, expenses always seem to rack up one way or another. It's just a monthly subscription that you have the option to join into if you ever want to be a subscriber of the WhatThe'Eff'Gaming live show. And if that is something that you think you would like to support, you have my complete and eternal gratitude. So it was an exciting endeavor to set up. We'll see if it takes off anywhere. But until then, we got business to do, so thank you guys for putting up with me. Just being here is support enough. We're gonna get started. I'm gonna get my DS in hand, and we're going to go back into the courtroom. Oh, God, it's been a hot minute. The right of Turnabout Trial Day 2. Let's hop into it. It's about damn time. I'm nervous. Oh, sweaty. How's it going? May 12th High Court of Kurai-in. We're standing in the accused lobby. She looks in good spirits. Hey, sorry, Maya. I know I was supposed to meet with you yesterday, but, I got a little sidetracked. Also, I'm sorry about exposing you as a spirit medium, but here at the Right Anything Agency, we have a pretty long track record of outing people, and, it was the only way. Are you sure you're up for this? Thanks for believing in me, Nick. Even though I don't know if my channeling ability is on point yet. Oh, right. Before she started training here, her success rate was only about 30%. I know you can do it though, Maya. At least I hope she can. You were never quite as talented as Pearls, but that's neither here nor there at the moment. So you're sure that you're ready? Yeah, at least I think so. That doesn't sound very confident. What about all of your training? All of your days standing under nice cold waterfalls? Well, training's one thing, but actually doing it is another. I see. Ugh. But if she fails to channel the High Priest, we're as good as dead. I mean, if she fails to channel the High Priest, my backup plan would be try to channel Pere Zealot. Which wasn't his real name, actually. What was his real name? Do we have it in the court record? We had a whole thing that came up in court the other day. His real name was, Real Nemu. Real Nemu. Can't forget about that, can we? Alright. Relax, Nick. You can count on me. I'll show you what my training's done for me, and this'll be a moment you never forget. I'm hoping it will be a moment I never forget. Okay. I just hope it's unforgettable in a good way. Alright, boys, let's hope that our memories are burned forever with a positive trial. Once we hear Abbot Inmy's testimony, I'm sure the truth will come to light. Yeah, I'm hoping so. But this guy was hiding the fact that he's a rebel, and we're now trying to suspect him of murder. It's possible he might not be the most reliable witness. So I doubt it'll be as cut and dried as all that. They're ready for you. Please, return to the Hall of Justice at once. Right, okay. Okay, Maya. No pressure. I'm counting on you, and I know that you can do this. I'm Daddy Nick, and you're going to make me proud. You got it, Nick. Here we go. Oof. God, I'm already getting sweaty. May 12th, High Court of Kurain.
We have received official approval for the accused to channel a spirit here today. Now, if you will, Miss Faye, please proceed.
Yes, Your Majesty. Oh my god, she's gonna do it! Oh, I can't believe this! Only the Queen should be channeling the spirits! Execute them! Put them to death right now! Oh god, Jesus, fuck. My god, it's like being on Twitter. Come on, Maya, I'm counting on you. Okay, Nick. I've been studying here in Kurain for 2 years now. So that one day, I'm gonna be the master of Kurain, a village of spirit mediums back home. But first, I'm gonna show you the fruits of my training in your kingdom. Wow. She seems really confident. A neophyte practitioner such as you could not possibly channel a spirit. Okay, Your Benevolence. That's cute. But how about this? If I succeed, why don't you stop calling me a neophyte? Very well. If you succeed. Oh, I will. Just, oh, Maya, she's a savage. Oh, I hope this works, because otherwise this is going to be very embarrassing. Yabuki, hello, welcome to the chat. Oh, here it's starting. Oh, spirit of trust in me, slumbering in the return now to the world of the living. Slumbering somewhere. Good luck. Is it gonna work? Oh my god, how did I not see this coming? Maya's only ever channeled women before. Oh no. Oh no. Your Majesty, I think it worked. Oh god, wow, those shoulders are broad AF. God, I can't even compete with that. Holy tits, McGee. See, I'm used to Mia Fey popping in with the big old breast assists. Oh, God. Maya, you look so handsome. What is this place?
Oh my god!
Oh my god, his little ankles. It's the High Priest! I don't believe what I'm looking at. The accused's spiritual power is the real deal. Go Maya! Oh god, wow. Does she have a penis right now? I do not care to know or understand. This cannot be. It simply is unallowable. I must step out now before I forget myself.
Pardon me.
Would this be the Twilight Realm? Oh! And what of this? What of this luxurious mane of hair? Is it perhaps a gift from the Holy Mother for decades of faithful servitude?
Huh. Abbott, in me?
My, but if it isn't His Majesty! Have you too shuffled off that mortal coil?
Please do not count me among the dead. It is only you who has passed on. But the spirit medium, Maya Fey, has brought you back among us today.
Oh! Why, Acolyte Fey has mastered the secret art of spirit channeling. I suppose that explains these gorgeous locks of hair.
When I pass from this world, I too hope to be channeled with a full head of hair.
Though it be for the briefest of moments, I give thanks for this splendid this hair. Praise be to the Holy Mother. However, this kimono is a bit snug for my masculine big body. If you would excuse me. Oh, no, sir, please don't do that. Oh, what's on him? There, that is better. I think we're okay, as long as this is trust in me. However, if his spirit leaves Maya's body, I think I'm about to show pornography on my live stream. Oh man, I didn't ever think my first time seeing Maya shirtless would be like this. Could we get to his testimony now? And I sort of wish he would have kept the top on. Why, you are that foreign lawyer that the people have been speaking of as late. Is this not the Hall of Justice? For what reason have I been summoned here?
Forgive us for calling you back to your eternal rest. But you've been accused of murder. And might we ask you to testify on your own behalf?
Ah! Oh! Oh! Can he do that? Can she do that? Oh god, look at the way it bends backwards. Oh, I didn't appreciate the sound effect that went with it either. Also, heels for days, hunty. Also, your feet are a little bit long for those shoes. I've been accused of murder? That is troubling indeed. Ah! What's with that crazy pose? Is this really cause for such astonishment? Even the lowliest of monks can achieve such body control with the proper training. But what about Maya? Oh. I wonder if I'll be able to do that someday. God, if I could learn how to do that. Just think of how I could skyrocket the OnlyFans numbers.
Will the defense please explain the situation to the High Priest?
Right, Your Majesty. I'd be happy to. Your disciple, Pere Zealot, has been murdered. It happened the day before the purification rite. and the crime occurred in the rebel hideout, hidden within the inner sanctum. Oh, Acolyte Zealot. He has been killed. Who would do such a thing? Someone who knew of the hideout and had access to the inner sanctum. In other words, we're suggesting it was you, Abbott and me. After all, weren't you secretly a rebel? Oh god, hi. Oh dear. That's still Maya's body. I hope he doesn't pull anything. Oh god, it doesn't look any better from behind either. Wow, the High Priest is amazing! To think he's even mastered something as revolutionary as the yoga. Praise be to the Holy Mother. Sir, you're about to flash the audience. Oh my, have my rebel allegiances been exposed? Not even my wife knew of that. It seems to rest in peace is not my fate after all. Why did you, a devout priest of Kurainism, join the rebellion? Oh. The High Priest has come back to us for but a brief time, Defense. Shall we not cut to the chase and ask for the most pressing of questions? Oh. Right. Abbott in me, the prosecution believes the one who slew both you and Acolyte Zealot to be Maya Fey, who had been playing the role of Lady Kira in the right. Being that I was dead until just a moment ago, my memory seems to be a bit hazy. Could you please do your best to remember? Yeah, I object to everything. The prosecution is leading. The High Priest says his memory is hazy. You know, it's all coming back to me now. It is as Prosecutor Sadmati concluded. I was slain by none other than Maya Fey. What? The High Priest's statement has proven my assertions with regards to his murder correct. That's not proof! That's a guy who's being accused of murder, shifting the blame onto the next person who you threw at him. Ah! I object to so much that's happening in this courtroom. No! But what about Acolyte Zealot? You were the one who killed him, weren't you? I know not about my disciple's murder. And furthermore, I have an alibi of my own. An alibi? Seriously? It's... Oh. Oh no, not the hiccups hitting me now. Pause. Oh no! Oh no! Breathe it out. We're gonna be good. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna need one moment. Hi. Alright. We're gonna just glide past that little hiccup storm. Hopefully I'll be able to do this.
It seems the testimony the defense had been hoping for is working against him. Now, Abbott and me, your testimony if you please.
Ooh, God, skinny legend arms, though. It's a little weird seeing this man's whole-ass ribcage. Yes, of course. Also, it's very interesting, like, what percent of him is Maya versus what percent is him? Like, the hair obviously gets retained. So is it, like, Maya's skin being stretched out? Is it Maya's bones being manipulated? Or is it, like, replaced by his stuff? I have questions about how spirit channeling works. More than I did when it was just her sister's breasts growing in size. Alright, talk to me, guy. What's your testimony all about? Thomas B, hello, welcome to the chat. I have an alibi. I have an ironclad alibi for the time during which the murder took place. Just past noon on the day before the riot, I was entertaining guests in my home. Oh, God. And I believe my guests can corroborate this. But wasn't Maya one of those guests? Y'all ain't the stanky weed. You had guests. Just past noon. That's right about the time Zealot was murdered. Are you sure about that? Absolutely. Come to think of it, Rafa told me about a spirit's memory.
A spirit's memory is cut off at the moment of death. So even a spirit that is brought back after centuries doesn't sense any gap in time.
Between the moment of its death and the moment it's channeled, right?
Yes, and yet, it clearly recalls all of the memories it had in its life.
The High Priest seems to know exactly what he's talking about. So the question is, what would be the best angle of attack? It's a good question. My strategy is going to be to press everything. Ironclad alibi for the time during which the murder took place.
Hold it!
What makes it ironclad? You use the word alibi as if it were second nature. Oh, that's right. That's suspicious. Just got here. Sees naked monk in a dress. Alright, more than I need to see. I'm leaving. Wait, Crisis God 666. Listen, I can explain. Are you perhaps mocking me? Or is it perhaps the kingdom of Kurain itself you wish to ridicule? Wait, what?
Yeah, come on! Everybody in the Guama knows what an alibi means!
Yo, we're not a bunch of country bumpkins here. We have courtroom TV dramas.
Yeah, that's right, we watch Judge Judy!
Peace, I say. Mr. Wright, would you care to clarify your last statement?
Please. Don't take it the wrong way, friends. It's just... alibi is a rather technical term for a priest to use so naturally. I assure you, I know how to use the term. In fact, I had even hoped for a chance to do so one day. I suppose that even I, a high priest, am not immune to such trivial, worldly attachments. Aren't we all just naked people in clothes? Yes. Guys, you're getting a shirtless stream for free! Think about that for a second. A free shirtless stream on the live stream? Oh, I see. Still, he seems unusually calm and composed. It's almost as if he had prepped himself for something like this. How would he know? Just past noon the day before the riot, I was entertaining guests at my home. What guests? Guests? And you were entertaining them? Personally? That I was. We gathered around the table for a most enjoyable conversation. He said his guests would corroborate his alibi. I can read. And that can't be very good for our case. Are you sure it was the same day as the murder? Maybe you've misremembered.
Ah! Do not doubt my mnemonic faculties.
Okay, Daddy. Sorry. I may have died, but my memories up to that point are crystal clear. Daddy? Sorry. Daddy? He's pretty thin-skinned for a priest. Though I guess I should have known better than to doubt his memory.
The spirit's memory is cut off at the moment. We just had this flashback.
We literally just had this flashback. Piss off, game. What are you doing to me? What is with all these poorly timed sepia-toned backgrounds? Yeah, clearly recalls all the memories it had in its life. Ah, there's nothing better than enjoying ginger cuisine with dear friends. That way, everyone's breath becomes equally malodorous. Right. What a weird hobby. Oh, God. Back to this pose again, I see.
Hold it!
Alright, what guests are gonna corroborate this? And who exactly were your guests that day? Don't tell me they were rebels, so they can be called here to testify. It was none other than His Majesty, along with his family. Wait, what? He couldn't attend the rite due to work, so he stopped by ahead of time. It's the fucking bone snap for me, boys. My, how his daughter is grown. Wait a second.
Let me set the record straight right now. I am not a rebel. Thank you for that wonderful meal. Have it in me. Lady in me's cooking simply cannot be beat.
Yes, my wife does know how to serve up a good dish. So there you have it. And when exactly was His Majesty at your home? He was there from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Indeed, precisely the time period within which Acolyte Zealot was slain. That seems awfully convenient.
Yes, and we had aroused...
Uh-oh.
rousing chat concerning the game of Kachudamal.
But...
I'll just have that added to the testimony. After all, it was I who visited the High Priest's home.
Fuck off, game. No, fuck off my body. God, one day I have internet problems, the next day I got the hiccups. Jesus, what is my life? You're trying to read too fast, and I had a spicy dinner. It's all gonna be okay. I think I'm just a little hot and bothered by this man's presence in front of me, honestly. God, seeing his leg bend that way makes me feel so uneasy. Alright, my guests that day were His Majesty and his family. They visited from 2 to 3. Your Majesty, are you sure this testimony is completely accurate?
As sure as I can be. Oh, how wonderful it is to finally have my actions be admissible as evidence in court.
His Majesty was at my home during the exact time period of the murder. Come, let us put this behind us. I could not have possibly committed this crime. And how can you be so sure? What if the clock or watch you were using was off, and you misread the time?
There was a clock right near the table, and it had the exact same time as my watch.
Well, don't you just have such a convenient memory, Your Majesty? Now do you understand, lawyer? You know what I understand? You know what I understand that I haven't done on chat in a hot minute? I have to turn off the thermostat and open a window because I'm getting hot and bothered. We're gonna And that's on me overheating. Okay. Hopefully, I can cool down now. Oh, what's happening? As you can see, my alibi is airtight. Wait, I wasn't done with the cross-examination! I left for 1 minute, Your Majesty. Or do you still think I could have killed Acolyte Zealot? Well, His Majesty as a witness, that's not good. They say taking... I don't do free shirtless live streams. Thunder... who said that? Between heaven and hell. Are you satisfied now? No, I'm not satisfied! This is going terribly for me! There's not a single discrepancy in Abbott and me's alibi. If I give up now, it's all over. Now hold on a second! Is there something, anything wrong with the High Priest's testimony? There might be. Let me think about this. Trust's autopsy report. It might have been something about one of the statements. Maybe Mrs. Inme's statement. It might have something to do about eating the meal. These dishes are prepared during the feast, which starts at noon on the day before the rite and must be finished by 3 p.m. the same day. I guess that technically checks out. Because he had the judge over before 3 o'clock. So it's not horribly wrong. What if I... Cause of death, estimated time of death between noon and 3. Is there anything wrong with the High Priest's testimony? Alright, boys, when in doubt, we're gonna bluff our way through this. There is! There's definitely, surely, probably, I think, something wrong with his testimony. There is a discrepancy in the High Priest's testimony.
There is. Well, then perhaps you could explain what it might be.
This is what was wrong with his testimony. The prayer feast was too short. He's a little too friendly with the judge. What's going on here, Your Majesty? Are you two gay lovers? Let me get my friend Athena Sykes over here. He knew the time. Oh, shit! Yeah, what the fuck? My guy's not supposed to... Hold the phone! Thank you, Phoenix. You're keeping track of this better than me. He was just called back here. So how in the hell does he know the time of the crime? Ah, that's good. That went right over my head. After Abbott in me was channeled, no one ever stated what time Acolyte Zealot was murdered.
Oh, now that you mention it.
Despite that, you claim to have an alibi from 2 to 3 p.m. And that means that you knew Acolyte Zealot was dead when you were still alive! Oh! Whoa! Oh my god. Oh! Is that how spirit channeling works? Wait, did I just see something just now? I'm uncomfortable. Did that mean that those were Maya's nipples for a second there? No, I must be imagining things. So tell me, how did you know what time the crime had been committed? Good question. I will say, though, that I love that shirt. Oh, thank you. I love this shirt, too. 10 out of 10. Big fan. Back in the day, classic NES. Oh! About that.
Open your heart! Let the Holy Mother in! Oh, why, we've been blessed with the High Priest's sacred words of prayer.
All who serve her holiness must strive to banish worldly desires from their soul.
Open your heart and let the Holy Mother inside you! Purge your mind! I feel as if my soul has been cleansed.
I feel as if I'm being indoctrinated into a cult. You can't fool me! Prayer may banish worldly desires, but it can't make a contradiction disappear. How can you be so sure? What's that supposed to mean? This lawyer seems to think little of the power of Kurainist prayer. What? Oh god, here we go. Soroka! Abbot Inmi was at home during the crime, but knew of what happened at the hideout. I believe this can be explained thusly. Oh, I'd like to see you try and explain it. He must have had a way to monitor the hideout from his home. Like a security camera? What?! You never cease to amaze, prosecutor. As he has surmised, there was a listening device installed at the hideout. A listening device, my ass! Fuck off! Your Majesty, it cannot be legal to let the prosecution just build up scenarios for the witnesses to clam onto. It enables me to instantly learn of anything unusual, even when I was not there. Remember, the rebels had been using this as a top-secret hideout. It would be perfectly natural for them to install such an apparatus. Wait. Come to think of it, when I was searching the rebel hideout... There's something under the banner. A microphone. Ah, shit, there was. What's this doing here? Was someone trying to record something with it? That was a listening device. It starts recording whenever it detects movement, and I heard just such a recording after His Majesty and his family left. That's right. If you look in the desk in my study, you will find the tape in question.
Alright then, bailiff!
Oh, hi.
Yes, your Majesty. Go retrieve the tape in question from the High Priest's home.
At once, your Majesty. The power of Kurainist prayer. Even a putrid brain such as yours should understand it now. It's like the contradiction really did vanish. How did he come up with that, by the way?
Well, we shall ascertain the contents of the recording once we have the tape. In the meantime, I would ask Abbot and me to continue with his testimony.
Great. Because it's going so well for us. Alright, you just be gentle with Maya's body, please. Very well. Alright, testimony round 2. I was entertaining His Majesty and his family when the crime occurred. When I listened to the tape later, I heard a man and a woman quarreling. It sounded like an altercation between Acolyte Zealot and Acolyte Faye. And after that, there was a loud noise, followed by a haunting silence. I have to find some way to attack this alibi. If only my trusty partner were here, but instead, she's flashing her nips up on the witness stand. Shit. She has a way of putting me at ease normally. Oh god! But seeing her like this, I've never been more creeped out by her. Though the High Priest was a rebel, he was still a Kurainist holy man. Therefore, take care in your questioning, lest you invoke the ire of our people. What? So, what kind of bias is this? You claim to hate rebels, but then when the priest is a rebel, you're like, nah, bro, it's really okay because he's still the high priest. And then when Maya, you thought that she was the Lady Kira who was hunting the rebels, you're like, this murderous bitch needs to be sent to tickle hell. You're biased. How dare he suspects the high priest? May the Holy Mother strike him blind! Oh god, as if this wasn't hard enough already. Nice try! But I'll stop at nothing to find the truth. Great. Nothing to find the truth. Alright, boys, I guess it's time to, press everything. He was entertaining his majesty and his family when the crime occurred. I mean, yeah, we've established that much. When I listened to the tape later, I heard a man and a woman quarreling. Talk to me about that. You heard everything from a recording? Indeed. Each night I would secretly check what the listening device had recorded. I would have been in serious trouble with my lovely wife had she discovered my secret. Can you really tell what happened by the audio alone? Long years of ascetic training have sharpened my hearing. It is but a simple matter for me to ascertain a situation by the sounds that I hear. Really? Practicing Kurainism improves your hearing now. Hearing is but one of the senses it can improve. If one can focus and attain inner peace, all 5 senses can be sharpened. Why the warbad over in the bazaar just cried. Did you not hear it? Alright, cut the shit with me, please. It sounded like an altercation between Acolyte Zealot and Acolyte Faye. Well, I want to hear this tape for myself. Hold on. Are you sure about those voices? Was it really Acolyte Zealot and Miss Faye? I'd say that was the most reasonable conclusion under the circumstances. Or perhaps Acolyte Faye has an alibi that you can prove. Nope. She doesn't have that. Then I suggest you make like a mollusk and clam up. Now I will continue my testimony if I may. Scheisse. After that, there was a loud noise, followed by haunting silence. A loud noise, you say? I'd say that's worth looking into. It was a terrible crashing sound. Poor Acolyte Zealot. It must have felt so heavy. It must have been the sound of that stone slab falling over. Should I have him add that statement to his testimony? Yes. Always press for more info. Please add that statement to your testimony. As you wish. I would describe the noise as a terrible crash. Poor Zealot, it must have felt so heavy. How does he know that Acolyte Zealot was the one who was crushed? I don't know, let's press that. You believe that terrible crash is connected with Acolyte Zealot's death? Yes, the sound, no doubt, was poor Zealot's death knell. Such a tragedy, for he was a fine disciple. I would ask all here today to give prayer for his departed soul. Sashire Matame Yoma. Sashire Matame Yama! Sashire Matame Yama! What are you gonna do to my ma?
I had high hopes for that young man's future. Sashire Matame Yama.
Why do I feel like I'm a jerk just for doing my job right now? So, all he knows about the crime is what he heard on the tape. And he was with his majesty and his family at the time. Now that I have proven the soundness of my alibi, I believe it's about time for me to return to the Twilight Realm. What's the rush? You not enjoying some more time among us living folk? Well, I better find a way to attack his alibi soon. I'll just have to press harder and hope something useful comes out. Press harder. Okay, so that means maybe press everything, which means maybe press this first statement that I skipped. You were entertaining his majesty and his family during the crime? Indeed. My wife Belieb was treating them to her wonderful home cooking. So your wife was also there that day? Why, yes, she was in the kitchen cooking up a storm the entire time. Huh.
Come to think of it, I don't recall seeing her at all that day.
Oh no. Ooh, Lady BLORB was missing? Alright, Lady BLORB, I'm so sorry to finger you like this, but I need a new suspect. She takes her culinary duties more seriously, you see. And that is why she was in the kitchen cooking without pause the entire day. So, the judge never saw Mrs. Inme. Should I have Abbott Inme add that statement to the testimony? Oh, for sure. Alright, if I want to finger her, I'm gonna need this added. Please add that statement to your testimony. As you wish. My wife BLORB was in the kitchen cooking the entire time. Do I have evidence that could disprove that though? What was her statement again? Family photo was taken during the Feast of Blessings, where it's customary to partake in dishes made with ginger. I mean, she was in the photo, so there's that aspect of it. Let's start by pressing.
Hold it!
What was your wife making that day? The menu that day featured hot and pies and melton malt. They are both traditional Kurainese dishes. I can't even begin to imagine what those are.
Oh, yes. The exquisite zest of hot and surprise and the supreme texture of melted malt. Lady Inme's cooking that day was utterly unforgettable.
Thank you. It brings me great joy to know you enjoyed your meal. Now, once His Majesty and his family had left. Uh-oh.
Mr. Wright, do you still feel the need to question the High Priest? His alibi is as tight as can be.
Well, this isn't going well at all. I'd better ask him about something else. I'm curious, Abbott Inme. Did you stop by the rebel hideout after His Majesty left? Ooh, pardon me. Yes, I thought it would be wise to assess the situation. But as I said before, there was nothing to see. The hideout appeared as it always had. And the victim's body? 'Twas nowhere to be found. Acolyte Faye must have already disposed of it, and anything else incriminating. So, when you saw the rebel hideout, it looked like it does in this photo. Yes, I would say that's how it appeared that day. So, the stone slab had been put back in place. Yeah, that's weird. How would Maya have lifted that thing? It's too heavy. Is it? I don't know.
Mr. Wright, is it not time to concede to defeat?
No, wait, Your Honor. I've gotten over the feet issue. I just need a little more time.
If you insist.
So, now we're back at the beginning, though. Family, when the crime occurred, my wife BLORB was in the kitchen cooking the entire time. When I listened to the tape, I heard a man and a woman quarreling. It sounded like an altercation between Faye and Zealots, followed by a haunting silence. Terrible crash. Poor Zealots, it must have felt so heavy. This might be my go-to. So, since they specifically pointed out the photo and that the stone slab is facing upright, I think the T here is that, like, Maya Faye couldn't have reset the crime scene to look like that. It's too heavy for sweet little Maya. You'd need a man to do it. You got some big-looking guns, Mr. Inme. Maybe you did it. Abbott Inme, you said, and I quote, "Poor Zealot, it must have felt so heavy." Why do you think he felt something heavy? You said the hideout looked like it did in this photograph. If so, there's nothing that would lead you to believe that he had experienced heavy lifting or heavy feeling. Oh my god. Oh, this is so unsettling to look at. Ew. Oh my god. What's going on with this shady eye? One of them is like, oh god, it's like the weird wink and the doodly-doo. Ooh. The fact is, of course a stone slab did fall over onto Acolyte Zealot, impaling him onto the Warbat statue behind him. But that was only revealed through her Benevolence's divination seance earlier.
Would the defense please get to the point?
My point is this. Simply hearing a crashing sound, it shouldn't have automatically led him to conclude that the victim was crushed to death.
I fail to see your point.
I'm saying that the High Priest knew. He knew how the victim was really killed.
Oh, why?
And that is information that only the real killer could have known. Ugh. Oh god. Ooh. Okay, I definitely saw it that time. I've got the High Priest's spirit shaking in his boots. Or should I say Maya's sandals. Need I remind you, Abbot Inmi was with his Majesty at the time of the crime. Such an alibi precludes him from being the killer. Shit, that's true. So he can't be the killer. However, he knew how Acolyte Zealot was killed. Something only the killer could have known. Can this discrepancy be resolved somehow? His wife.
Well, Mr. Wright, we're waiting for an explanation.
I was just getting to that. It's time to think of something, and quick. The High Priest knew something only the killer could have known because he heard it during the trial, he inferred it after the fact, he heard it from the real culprit. And pillow talk. Hi, honey, how was your day today? Sweetie, you would not believe what happened. Oh, wait. Back it up. Sweetie, you would not believe what happened. He must have heard how the victim died from the real killer. The real killer. Of course. That makes perfect sense. I don't want to believe it, but it's the only possible explanation. Oh shit, she's pregnant, isn't she? Unless that was a lie too. We're gonna accuse a pregnant woman of murder.
Well then tell us, who's the real killer?
It's gotta be someone close to the High Priest. Someone who doesn't have an alibi. The person most likely to be Zealot's killer is... Do you believe?
Take that!
Oh no. Your Majesty, while you were visiting the High Priest's home, you didn't see Mrs. Inmi at all, did you?
No, I never saw her, but... Wait, what does that have to do with anything?
Did the High Priest ever leave your sight?
No, we were talking the entire time. And the food was brought right to the room's entryway.
So the High Priest has an ironclad alibi. But his wife doesn't. What the devil are you insinuating? I'm insinuating that Mrs. Inmi might have been the one who killed Acolyte Zealot. Oh, we've done it now, boys. We've just accused a pregnant woman of murder. If we weren't hated before, we're gonna be hated now. You have a lot of nerve making such a baseless allegation. She had no motive to kill Acolyte Zealot. He was like a family to her. No, you're wrong. We can't entirely discount the idea. Especially if you consider that Mrs. Inmi could have been the one posing as Lady Kira. Ah, God, what a conflict. A rebel and a rebel hunter married to each other. What a disaster. Even a fool must temper his foolishness at times. Or do you truly believe Lady Kira would kill Acolyte Zealot, though he was not a rebel? Who's to say he wasn't? As we all know, the High Priest was secretly a rebel. It would follow that his favorite disciple could very well have been a rebel too.
Are you suggesting that Mrs. Inmi killed her husband as well?
Yeah, sure, let's throw that one on there too. As sad as it is to think she'd kill her own husband to rid the kingdom of rebels, I don't think we could rule it out. Yeah, what do you think about this? Oh god, Daddy?
Yikes! You claim my wife is rebel hunting Lady Kira? and that she slew both Zealot and myself? My lovely wife, that is utterly impossible.
Well,
Yikes! I have never seen the High Priest so angry.
it is as Abbott and me stated. And the accused has already been found guilty of his murder. It is far too late to overturn it.
That's right, Mr. Wright. Now, apologize to the good priest before he gets angry again. Quickly now.
No, I'm not going to apologize. The true identity of Lady Kira is a major piece to this trial's puzzle. Admit it, Abbott and me. Your wife, Lady and me, killed you. Yet even now, you continue to lie in an effort to protect her.
How absurd!
It appears the lawyer has forgotten. My lovely wife could not possibly battle the rebels in the guise of Lady Kira. For we were blessed by her holiness, and she is with child. Praise be to the Holy Mother. Oh god, I completely forgot she was preggo.
That abominable Lady Kira figure who slew me and Acolyte Zella was the accused!
This is bad. Oh, this is real bad, but I can't give up now. Don't forget, my client doesn't have the strength to fight rebels either. That's true, Maya's also a weak-ass bitch. How could a weak young woman... How could a weak little pathetic girl like my friend Maya possibly... Oh. Soroka! Yes, uh-huh. You foolish oaf of a lawyer. If only you were as blessed as Lady Inmi. You mean if only I was pregnant? Hey, do you want to help me out with that? Surely the accused possesses the strength, or should I say, the power. The power to battle those black-hearted rebels. What are you talking about? My good prosecutor, I see you have come to the same conclusion as I. Such keen insight. Then you have figured it out as well, Abbott and me. May I ask you to explain it to this putrid-brained lawyer?
Certainly, for I cannot allow him to frame my lovely wife for murder. Foreign devil! Your Majesty, allow me to testify as to how Maya faced that murderous Lady Kira. Well, it would assuage your anger. Then by all means, please testify.
Ooh, jeez, another testimony, boys. Maya Fey is Lady Kira, eh?
Acolyte Faye channeled Lady Kira's spirit.
What? No! This was the first time she did a channeling. She didn't even know if she could do it. Well, she was kind of confident. Oh, God. No, she couldn't have. Because she didn't know Lady Kira's name. Yes, she could have, because she had the secret tome that gave her Lady Kira's name. Fuck! I overlooked that detail. She is a spirit medium who knows Lady Kira's true name. Yeah, there it is. Sure enough. So she could have done it. So it was the real Lady Kira who returned to root out the rebels among us. She attacked and killed me with a strength far beyond any mortal woman. But... Do you understand now, you putrid lawyer? Murder by spirit channeling explains everything. This is the only way the accused could have defeated one rebel after another.
Indeed, I am a living, shall I say,
dead proof of her terrible power. Sorry, I got his voice confused with the judges. Ah! Maya's ability to channel spirits. It's come back to haunt her. Oh man, and I revealed it to everybody that she can do that. Now is it not time to let it go and move on, defense? No, I reject that notion. I'll never give up. But now what? I gotta think. How can I prove that Maya couldn't have channeled Lady Kira? Maybe it's Lady Kira's face that's the problem. We know Lady Kira's name, but Lady Kira wears a mask. And if you wear a mask, who knows what her face looks like? That's gonna be my go-to. Do I have anything to make that case? Tome of Secrets. The priestess acting as Lady Kira's representative must know her name. That name is Imson. Speaking of the name is unforgivable. Lock this knowledge deep in your heart. But yeah, she's still wearing a mask in this photo. So without having Lady Kira's face anywhere, she wouldn't have been able to do the that was one of the rules of spirit channeling that we talked about. You have to know their name and their face. Now, how can I present it, though? That's the question. My client channeled Lady Kira? Isn't that a little far-fetched? Far-fetched, you say? I do declare. The very fact that I'm here proves she has the power to channel spirits. Well, yeah, she does have that power. But you have no proof that she actually channeled Lady Kira. Oh, but I do. She's a spirit medium who knows Lady Kira's true name. But not her face. You're leaving that part out. Well, it's true. She may be capable of channeling Lady Kira. I doubt there's any proof she actually did. We are talking about the infamous rebel hunter here. That modern-day Lady Kira has captured many a rebel all by herself, and among them have been more than a few great warriors. Who but the real Lady Kira could have accomplished such a feat?
It would be difficult for a mere mortal. That leaves the real Lady Kira of legend as the only answer.
Indeed. Is this not proof enough that the real Lady Kira of legend has been channeled? The real Lady Kira of legend? That's an oxymoron if I've ever heard one. Then again, the people of Kurain believe legends to be true. So it was the real Lady Kira who returned to root out the rebels among us. She attacked and killed me with strength far beyond any mortal woman. I think it's this. She doesn't know Lady Kira's face. Do I have that in writing anywhere? That it says that you have to know their face and their name. Maybe. Let me think. Let me go through all of my evidence, make sure I'm not jumping any guns here. Whoops. No, that's all I got. Try it.
Objection!
Yeah, I got it, boys! The Tome of Secrets is only given to the priestess who performs the purification rite. Is this your proof that my client could have channeled Lady Kira? Yes, indeed. For it contains the true name of Lady Kira, a secret only revealed within. Abbot in me. I'm afraid you're mistaken. This couldn't have been used to channel Lady Kira.
What nonsense! Mr. Wright, would you care to explain?
This is why my client couldn't have channeled Lady Kira. Look at these feet! For free! Nah, dude, it's her face. Lady Kira's face is hidden behind a mask in the Tome of Secrets. You need both a name and a face to channel a spirit. It can't be. Oh, God. Without a face, it would have been impossible for my client to channel Lady Kira.
Oh, my.
Therefore, the claim that she became Lady Kira by means of spirit channeling is patently false. Gah. And with Lady Kira out of the equation, my client had no motive to commit murder.
But then, who is the rebel hunting Lady Kira we've been reading about in the paper?
I don't know, and quite frankly, I don't care. Yes, who is this other suspect? If indeed there is one at all, it's really not my problem. My problem is to declare Maya Fey innocent. Let us hear the defense's brilliant. Oh my god, why do I always have to finger everybody else's crimes? Can't I ever just do my own job? Fine, I'll do everybody else's job. Let's think. Okay, the true identity of Lady Kira is clearly key to solving both of these murders for these people in the courtroom. So, I thought Mrs. Inmee was suspicious, but her being a pregnant woman also means she's unlikely to be able to be Lady Kira. And Mr. Arable is a rebel, so that doesn't make sense. So that leaves us... Oh, we're doing a process of elimination game.
Mr. Wright, you have that look again. The one where you have to say something but you can't figure out what it is.
Yeah, that's just my face, Your Honor. This is my chance to really turn up the heat. I'll just have to, stir the pot till something floats to the top. Your Majesty, I know who's been posing as the rebel-hunting Lady Kira.
You do? Are you sure about that?
Oh my god. Wait. It's I'll be your guide. No, we can rule him out. We can rule out Maya. We can rule out Emma. We can rule out Tarust. We can rule out Nayuda. We can rule out Princess Rafa. We can rule out Believe. We can rule out Dats. By process of elimination, there's only one suspect. And guys, who was here a couple of streams ago? Perez a lot. Did I not, chat? Did I not, at one point in the very fucking beginning of this trial, say that Perez a lot was Lady Kira because of feet? He's got those big-ass feet, and you look at the Tome of Say, I get it, they're not the same person, and I did not expect this to come full circle, but oh my god, he's actually Lady Kira. Well, the new Lady Kira. I'm so fucking good. It was the feet all along! I know who did it. Oh, completely.
I sense I may regret this, but please go on and explain.
Thank you, Your Majesty. This is who's been posing as the rebel-hunting Lady Kira.
Take that!
The true identity of the rebel-hunting Lady Kira we seek is Perez Zealot.
Mr. Wright, again with the fucking feet. That scroll is thousands of years old. It is not the same feet.
No, Your Honor, I have a different explanation this time.
Really? What is it?
I'm dead.
Peace, I say. The defense will continue.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I whittled down the list of suspects until there was only one left. Literally. But a process of elimination is not the same as solid evidence. I assume you have evidence to back your claim. I thought process of elimination was evidence. If you want evidence, I would like to return to the feet. Yeah, right, of course, evidence. I will have some in a moment. That is, at least I hope so. Maya wasn't Lady Kira, and neither was Mrs. Inmee or any of the other possibilities. That leaves Zealot, and I have the evidence to prove it. Do I? The evidence that proves Acolyte Zealot was posing as Lady Kira is this. Well, let me see if I can find that evidence. The Lady Kira-like figure that appeared 2 years ago appeared 2 years ago? That's when Acolyte Zealot came into the picture. That's a coincidence. I don't know if it's strong enough evidence. We could try, though. State's purification right, escaped prisoner alert, weather forecast. It could be the return of the Lady Kira being 2 years ago. Maybe. Do I have anything else in, like, photos or anything? Present the feet. Your Majesty.
Mr. Wright, not the feet.
Could it be his tattoo? We've already played with the tattoo. Could it be the warning letter? Could it be this? Do not perform the rites. I know what you are planning. From Lady Kira. So we would assume that Pare is the one who sent this letter. Oh, this might be it. Only someone capable of entering the priest's home could have delivered it. I think this is it. Throw the letter. I got it. This is what proves that Acolyte Zealot was Lady Kira. It's Lady Kira's warning letter. How absurd. What could that possibly prove? Prosecutor Saad Mahdi. You stated that this warning letter proved that my client was Lady Kira, and the reason you gave was that the High Priest's house was locked tight. But there was another member of the family who lived there. Oh. Therefore, Acolyte Zealots could have delivered the warning anytime he wanted. Oh, we're on a roll, boys! Listen to that beat! What's he talking about? That's not possible, is it? We got him sweating. Are you saying Lady Kira was not the culprit, but rather the victim? That's exactly what I'm saying.
What? That would overturn the entire premise of this case.
Your Honor, that's what I do in every single case I ever work.
This trial has proceeded on the assumption Lady Kira was behind the serial killings. But if Lady Kira was one of the victims, well then who was the killer? And what was their motive?
That's a great question. The only suspect left is Mrs. Inme. And there's only one possible motive. What if Mrs. Inme is a rebel? Like her husband, then she'd go after... So that would explain her killing Lady Kira, but then why would she kill her husband? Oh, it just gets more confusing.
What? Fiend! You still bent on casting suspicion on my lovely wife? Blasphemer! You have no evidence of this? Repent for the mistrust in your soul!
Well, you have no evidence either. After all, the dagger with my client's prints on it was what killed Acolyte Zealot. And the plumed Punisher theme that he heard could have been an alarm clock. That means all of the evidence linking her to the crime could have been called into question.
Was Lady Inme a rebel? And did she pose as Lady Kira to kill Acolyte Zealot? Or was Acolyte Zealot a rebel? And was the accused the Lady Kira who killed him? I'm confused. But I would say either scenario is just as likely. So what are we to do now?
The alarm clock, you say? Do you mean the one in the rebel hideout? Yeah, what of it? So that's it. What's gotten into him?
But in me, just what is so comical?
Forgive my outburst. That has simply tickled my funny bone. What did? The theme song came from the plumed Punisher clock, you say? Ugh. That alarm could not possibly have gone off. What? Ark the Green Wolf, hi! I found you playing the Mario & Luigi series, and I thoroughly enjoyed watching the VODs, and while I would watch your Ace Attorney playthroughs, I'm not caught up with the series, but hi! Hello, thank you for popping into the chat. I hope you enjoy getting all caught up. Happy to have you here. Welcome to the fam. What makes you say that? The clock was working just fine the last time I checked it. Try using your head for a change. Would not the existence of a secret hideout be given away if an alarm kept going off? Wait, you don't mean... Indeed, we leave the alarm switched off at all times. Well, that's what you think. Maybe somebody switched the alarm on. It was on when I checked it.
In that case...
I am sad to say the defense's claim does not hold water.
Would you care to respond, Mr. Wright?
This can't be happening again. I'm always stuck between a rock and a hard place. This should put an end to the lawyer's futile struggles. The theme song the victim heard was from the accused's strap, just as we suspected. And therefore, the accused is the rebel hunting Lady Kira and the victim's killer. I need an opening. Something I can raise an objection to. That plumed Punisher theme song Acolyte Zealot heard in his final moments. I too heard it by the way of listening device. But, did you really? If you heard it, why didn't you just testify to that fact before? Is it not obvious? I did not know such a tune could become a key matter of dispute.
Yes, the matter of the theme song came up before Abbott and Me was channeled.
Oh, right. Well then, what if he's lying about the clock's alarm being switched off? Miserable wretch! That would be a pointless lie, one easily disproven. If you check the clock, you will see that the alarm is in fact switched off. Oh. I must have missed that in my investigation. Oh no.
What a fine item. And this switch, if I'm right.
Oh, Rafa turned it on! Goddamn dumb idiot child. We set the switch back into the off position before we left. I remember hearing it clearly. Those distinctive taiko drums in the intro are etched into my mind. They went... Duck-a-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Duck-a-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Wait. You foolish fool of a foolish fool. You've done so much a foolish deed. You don't even know how foolish you are, you foolish fool. You've done stepped in it now. Do I have evidence about the songs? Maya talked about this. Hang on. I understand. I understand perfectly what's happening. I don't know if I have evidence. Begins with some traditional Kurainese instruments. Maya says its exotic sound makes it totally different, but it sounds exactly like the Steel Samurai to me. All you had to do was not describe the song. Distinctive taiko drums in the intro?
This trial has gone on far too long. Shall we move ahead to the verdict phase now?
By all means, and let us also return Abbott and me's spirit to the Twilight Realm. Before I go, let me say a word to my darling wife. I object. You're not allowed to. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Now hold on just a minute. Your Majesty.
Yes.
The High Priest's statement is inconsistent with a certain piece of evidence.
It is.
Still you writhe in defiancy of your fate. The very sight reminds me of a tortured soul writhing in flames. Yeah, you're not gonna be saying that once I show you the evidence though, brah. Okay. All I have to do is pick the right one. This piece of evidence is inconsistent with the statement about the taiko drum intro. It's Maya's little thing.
Take that!
Take it, read it and weep, or listen and weep. This is what's inconsistent with his statement. My client's plumed Punisher strap. What does that have to do with anything? It plays the Plumed Punisher theme song, and here it is. The theme to the Plumed Punisher Warrior of Neo-Twilight Realm. Sick beat slaps, bro, but there's no fucking drums in it. Ark the Green Wolf. I will probably be playing another Mario and Luigi game soon. I don't know how soon, but I do love them, and I want to play more. Do you see what I mean? The music the victim heard in their final moments, it might not have been the Plumed Punisher theme song.
I'm afraid I'm not following. What was, if not the Plumed Punisher theme?
In his final moments, Acolyte Zealot heard the Steel Samurai theme, boys! There are no taiko drums in the intro of the Plumed Punisher theme. So what Acolyte Zealot actually heard in his final moments was the theme of the Steel Samurai Warrior of Neo Old Tokyo.
Peace, peace, I say, Mr. Right. What is the Steel Samurai of which you speak?
The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles was on sale over the holiday? I missed that. The Steel Samurai Warrior of Neo Old Tokyo is an action hero show from America. I mean Japanifornia. The Plumed Punisher theme is a total it's inspired by it. And if you didn't know about the Steel Samurai, you could easily mistake the two. But the fact that Acolyte Zealot heard music from an American action show is irrefutable evidence that the accused was in their secret hideout. No, that's where you're wrong, because Mystic Maya traded the watch. Actually, you have it backwards. Backwards? That's right. Miss Faye met an avid Plumed Punisher fan here in Kurain, and as a token of their friendship, she traded a It's a tongue twister, boys. She traded a certain Steel Samurai item she had for the Plumed Punisher strap.
And this Plumed Punisher fan was the one who killed Acolyte Zealot.
That's right, your majesty. And that avid fan is none other than the High Priest's wife. Believe in me. Do you have evidence to back up this claim, Mr. Wright? I thought you would never ask, Sadmati. For as forgiving as the Holy Mother is, I doubt she would tolerate yet another dose of your baseless slander. Whoa! Holy shit on a stick. I suggest you prepare yourself to face Her Holiness's wrath. Is he allowed to do this? Doesn't matter, I'm prepared anyways. I'm gonna turn this case upside down, left, right, bottom, center. This is my last chance. I better take a deep breath and review the evidence.
Very well, please present your evidence if you would, defense.
The evidence that proves Mrs. Inmee was the one who killed Acolyte Zealots is this. I just gotta show the photo of her wearing the watch. It's simple as that, right? Yeah, there it is.
Take that!
The family photo! It's right here, in this family photo. Proof that Mrs. Inmee and Miss Faye traded items featuring their favorite characters. The family photo. And what exactly should we be looking at here? I knew you were gonna do this. The proof they exchanged items featuring their favorite characters is right here. Just gotta get my finger right directly on it. Right there. That should be good. Look at Mrs. Inmee's left wrist. You can see the Steel Samurai's trademark top knot there. Yeah, you fucked up, my boy. Which clearly makes this a Steel Samurai watch. Oh, God.
Why? I never knew your wife had such hobbies, Abbott and me.
This family photo was taken right before Acolyte Zealot was murdered. By that point, my client had the Punisher strap and Mrs. Inmee had the Samurai watch. So, what the victim heard in his final moments was none other than the sound of the watch Mrs. Inmee was wearing.
I wish to amend my testimony. What I thought were taiko drums were something else. My wife would never wear such a watch. It is the truth I tell you. You must believe me, your majesty.
Satsura Ira Sanya Sakasaroka. I'm learning. Be not deceived by the defense's lawyerly bullshit. Now what? You know, they've been pretty quiet up to this point. What do they have up their sleeve? There is a big, gaping hole in his flimsy claim. A big gaping hole, huh? Sorry, I got distracted. Oh no, I'm afraid it is there, alright. Just like the big gaping hole in your rear. What? Look, my hole is neither putrid nor full of... Oh, God. I'm not a zombie, after all. Says the dead lawyer walking. He who is of narrow vision focuses on what is before him, never seeing the big picture. Or as they say in your country, you cannot see the forest for the trees, for if it is as you said. And Lady Inmi the rebel slew Acolyte Zealot, the rebel hunting Lady Kira. Then the rebel hunter would have been dead before the high priest was slain.
Oh, and that means the High Priest could not have been slain by the rebel-hunting Lady Kira.
Right. That is a problem. So tell me, who are you going to say killed the High Priest now? Why would Lady BLORB kill her husband? How would she have killed her husband? Huh? Wait, what? Oh, I have confusion. Do you finally understand the sheer size of the holes that riddle your putrid brain? Oh, I'm in hot water right now. I don't have any other suspects in the High Priest's murder. Shit. You mindless zombie, you should have begun your journey into the Twilight Realm long ago. Now let it go and move on. No! I'm not giving up now. I just need to think things through and figure it out. Who really killed the High Priest? I don't... Oh, we're doing a brain blast, boys! Oh, it's time! Guys, it's the climax! If Acolyte Zealot had been Lady Kira, then he couldn't have killed the High Priest. So the question is, who did? Maybe I can get to the bottom of this by reviewing the evidence in this case in order. Fuck yeah. What evidence could tell me something about the crime scene before the murder? The crime scene before the murder. That would be Maya's testimony. She talked about how the pool was stained with blood already. The spring was stained red before the rite. That's right. Maya said the spring had been stained red before the rite even began. The spring was already red before the High Priest's murder because of Acolyte Zealot's blood. He would have already been killed, stabbed on the thing. So it would have had to have been his. Yeah. The spring was stained red by Zealot's blood. That's right! Zealot had been killed in the rebel hideout the day before the rite. Also, chat, low-key, do you think that I look like Acolyte Zealot? And his blood had flowed into the spring. Wait a second. The High Priest knew that Zealot had been killed in the hideout. So why didn't he report it to the authorities? If Maya had been the killer, he could have easily had her arrested on the spot. That's true. Why didn't the High Priest inform the authorities right then? To threaten Maya or to keep the hideout hidden? Probably to keep the hideout hidden, because he was a rebel, and he probably didn't want the rebel hideout exposed. He wanted to keep the hideout secret. Yep, that makes sense. If he reported Zealot's murder, the authorities would find out about the hideout, and so that's what he was worried about. But by going through with the rite, the High Priest risked having Maya see the spring running red with blood. Right. Why did he have to go through with the rite? Did he want to kill Maya or set up the scene during the rite? If he wanted to kill Maya, he didn't do a very good job because she fell asleep. He wanted to set up the scene? What does that mean, set up the scene? Well, wait. blood was Acolyte Zealots, that's in the spring. The blood on the statue was probably also Acolyte Zealots. So all of that blood... Ladies and germs. I think I'm having a brain blast! I think I understand! It was a cover-up. But wait! Does that mean... Does this mean what I think that it means? And are the things that I think that I mean things that are correct in what I mean? Using the right to cover up the murder of Acolyte Zella and hide the hideout. It was... Trust in me who wanted to set up a crime scene to conceal the hideout, but Trust in me was also the victim in his cover-up. So how was he planning on concealing the source of the blood in the spring? He used his own blood! Did my guy do the unthinkable? Stain the spring with his own blood. Oh my god, I think it's possible. He concealed the source of the blood with his own. That was how he kept the rebel hideout a secret! It's all starting to fall into place. I know who killed the High Priest. It was... Trust himself! Trust's death was a suicide! Son of a gun, I can't believe it. Did he literally deadass, like... So the knife wasn't in him. The statue is what's suspicious. Did he, like, yeet himself into the statue? Stab himself and then, like, fall off into the pool, maybe? The High Priest took his own life to keep the rebel hideout a secret. Oh my god, talk about commitment. Whew. Get you a man who can commit like that. The High Priest wasn't murdered by anyone. He took his own life to keep the rebel hideout a secret. Whoa! What?
What's this?
Holy Jesus! You done suicided. What do you got to say about that?
The High Priest committing suicide? I've never heard anything more absurd.
The lawyer has placed a stain on the good priest's death with his putrid brain. Its putrid, gaping hole is as large as the hole in his backside. What hole? You still fail to understand. You truly cannot see the forest for the trees. You claim the High Priest took his own life, but have you considered who brought the dagger to the Plaza of Devotion? Oh, right. After the High Priest was killed, the dagger was thrust into Acolyte Zealot's dead body. Only the accused, Maya Fey, could have done that.
It is as Prosecutor Sadmati says. Your claim is rather porous in its logic, and your evidence is too weak. You cannot prove the High Priest took his own life to conceal the rebel hideout.
Oh, shit. You're right. The dagger was impaled in Zealot's body, but his body's been placed at the plaza the previous day.
Well, Mr. Wright, would you care to respond?
Zealot's body was already in the plaza the day before the rite. But what if the dagger was also already in him at that time? The dagger was never at the Inner Sanctum. It was... Tarus died by a different weapon. Of course, that's it! What is it? There was no need to move the dagger. It had already been stabbed into Acolyte Zealot's body the day before the rite.
What? So then that means... Wait, what does that mean?
It means the dagger wasn't the weapon that took the High Priest's life. But no weapon was ever found at the Inner Sanctum. If you will not listen to reason, then I insist you prove your assertion. Show us what you believe the real murder weapon to be. The real weapon. I've got nothing, but I know there had to have been a weapon there. Maybe if I think back on the trial thus far, I'll find the clue I need. I know what the weapon was.
Would the defense care to tell us what the real murder weapon is?
This is what really killed the High Priest.
Take that!
The WARBAD statue. What really killed him has been at the Inner Sanctum all this time, and its lethality has already been demonstrated by the late Acolyte Zealot. That's right! It was the WARBAD statue. Bye, Sweaty.
You will believe a statue claimed both the victims' lives.
Would you care to chime in, Abbott and me? No! He lies, pay him no need. Hold it.
Why, it's...
Lady Believe! Are you here to confess? Lady in me.
Darling, don't you think this has gone on long enough?
Believe! No! Your Majesty, my wife knows nothing.
Please, Abbott and me, let your wife speak. Now, Lady and me, please, continue if you would.
It's that time again.
I'm sorry, what time would that be?
2:30 in the afternoon, the time my husband conducts his daily prayer. And the time Pere was slain.
Oh? No shit.
Oh, that sound is,
The Steel Samurai alarm. Lady Believe, not gonna lie, what a fucking badass way to confess. She's like,
Oh yeah, right. My watch is going off. I too like to pray at the same time as my dear husband. So I set an alarm to remind me each day. I had no idea it would come to this.
I'm speechless. No! Stop! She knows not what she speaks!
Your Majesty, I am the one who slew Acolyte Zealot.
Oh! Oh! No! Wow. Could you animate a face to, like, capture a heartbreak any more than that?
Abbott in me. Bailiff, summon a physician at once.
Wait, that's Maya's body!
The physician is now attending the High Priest. There is no need to fear. Now let us continue.
And what about the half of him called Maya that's, still alive? Well, I'm sure it'll all work out. Mrs. Inme, will you tell us everything you know?
The truth is, I am a rebel, just like my husband. This tragedy unfolded before the rite, during the Feast of Blessings. I had gone to the rebel hideout to prepare for Datz's escape.
And that's when Acolyte Zealot suddenly appeared.
Yes, Pere was shocked when he saw me there.
Acolyte Zealot did not know you were a rebel.
I do not believe he did. I believe he was there simply to investigate the hideout.
And then he suddenly came face to face with Mrs. Inme. So the true identity of the rebel hunting Lady Kira was Pere.
Yes. He was a member of the secret police, serving directly under the Minister of Justice.
Oh my god, wow, the tea is getting hot right now. Ooh, we are dumping deep into political corruption. The secret police?
And this is what he said to me. I can kill rebels with impunity. The Justice Minister has my back. He was using his position within the secret police to deal us rebels a heavy blow. but murder sanctioned by the Crown is still murder.
Oh my god, whoa, what is gonna be the consequences of this court case? We're unpacking some hot statements from Lady BLORB. Oh my god, my hunty queen is going down, dropping everybody with her! She's like, I'm going down, but I'm taking everybody with me. Ooh, those are some serious accusations against the Minister of Justice.
Huh! Even without the DC Act, Dirk and his insurgent scum buddies' days are numbered.
And what is that supposed to mean?
Let's just say I got a little trick up my sleeve, so I'd watch it if I were you. 'Cause you got a defiant attitude like one of them dragon dupes.
The trick up Minister Inga's sleeve was Lady Kira of the Secret Police. No! That can't be! My father would never!
Oh god, this is a lot to process for a young child. This explains why Acolyte Zealot abandoned his real name.
Yes.
I'm getting goose pimples.
He even went as far as covering up the tattoo that all Kurainist clergy members receive.
Lady Kira was a member of the Secret Police. That explains why no order was given to investigate her attacks. Wow, seems kind of obvious in hindsight, doesn't it? I guess I'm not alone in hearing this for the first time.
But... This cannot be! Is this true? The Justice Minister's sanctioning state-sponsored murder?
Oh no,
Peace! Now, lady in me, please continue.
Perez suddenly lunged at me. That's when I pushed the stone slab toward him with all of my might. But I never meant for what happened next to occur. Oh no, it was an accident. Oh no!
Oh. I'm sorry, what is this?
Is it? Could it be? A bop? I think it's a bop!
Allow me to take it from here.
Have it in me! Are you sure you're alright now?
I am sorry you had to see that, but you need not worry about me. I am already dead.
Yeah, but what about Maya's body?
Please, we need to know what was so important that you would take your own life. After I learned that my wife had accidentally slain Zealot, I chilled his body with snow to make it seem as if he died more recently than he did. And then, I later moved it to the Plaza of Devotion and inserted the dagger into his wound. The plaza was empty at that time, for it was before prayer time had started. Finally, I placed his body into the prayer pose, knowing that no one would notice anything was wrong until the rite had concluded.
It is perfectly plausible that no one would disturb him if he seemed to be praying. We do treasure our prayer time after all.
So you admit you tried to pin this crime on Maya Fey? Yes, that was all my doing. I never told my wife of my plan, for surely she would have tried to stop me. How did you get Miss Fey's fingerprints on the dagger? I had her hold it while we were rehearsing the rite the day before. And right before the rite, I drugged her with a sleeping agent. Yep, that tracks. Maya, she's been drugged. I'm amazed she hasn't built up a tolerance to sleeping drugs by this point in time. And then I put Lady Kira's robes over the Warbad statue. So that means Maya was probably groggy by the time the rite started. Finally, I ended my own life, to ensure that the crime would appear to have been by Acolyte Fey's own hand.
But when your body was discovered...
Lady Kira's robes were on the ground.
How did they end up there if they were on the statue?
After I impaled myself on one of the statue's dagger-like feathers, I used the last ounce of my strength to hurl my body backwards. As I did, I grabbed onto the robes, taking them with me as I fell back to the ground.
How terrible! And what possessed you to do such a thing?
You needn't have committed suicide simply to frame the accused. Prosecutor Sadmati, as one well-versed in our kingdom's legal system, I would expect you of all people to understand.
Understand what?
This kingdom's legal system. Mrs. Inme's crime, your suicide. It can't be!
That's sadder than sad.
Why, I believe I know what the defense is speaking of.
Yes, I finally understand. This explains why the High Priest took his own life. Is it about the law book? Those who would support criminals would be deemed just as guilty? I think that's what we're going with, right? I think so.
Take that!
Let me try. The Defense Culpability Act. Circumstantial evidence supports Mrs. Inme's killing of Acolyte Zealot in self-defense. But it'd be next to impossible to prove it in court without a lawyer. That's why the High Priest wanted to pin the crime on Maya Fey.
I fail to see what that has to do with his suicide.
In Kurai-in, the divination seance is the most important piece of trial evidence. The High Priest wanted to frame Miss Fey as a serial killer, and the only way to do that would be with your dying vision. It was a clever plan in which he made sure he'd see Lady Kira in his final moments. The lawyer speaks true. That is why I placed Lady Kira's robes upon the Warbad statue. It made it seem that Acolyte Fey was the rebel hunting Lady Kira.
But... are you saying you used my divination seance to produce false evidence?
Forgive me your benevolence, but it was the only way to help my lovely wife.
If you would have just approached me first, I could have proved that the murder was in self-defense.
Perhaps, but I had little faith in lawyers despite being a rebel.
He was taken in.
How utterly foolish to cast away one's life for such reasoning! There must have been other ways to cover up the crime! Yet, had I done so, my wife would rush to my defense, and when the case went to trial, she would suffer the same fate as I under the Defense Culpability Act.
There's no winning.
I could not have lived with myself had she been convicted because of that fiendish man.
This cannot be! All I've done under the laws of our kingdom, it has all been...
Yeah, poor Rafa. She's really growing up fast here in court. But I can't say I'm surprised. Mr. Phoenix Wright, it is time to show the might of your legal prowess. You mustn't allow another innocent soul to be charged under that despicable law. Of course! I'll do whatever I can. What I have done to you and Acolyte Fey is unforgivable. I can only offer my most humble of apologies. Oh my god, is this the first time where, like, I feel so horribly bad for a murderer, and, like, I kind of am on the murderer side? Because I'm kind of a rebel right now. Oh no! Your Majesty.
Yes.
I ask that you please look after my wife.
You have my word.
Your benevolence. It is time I return to the Twilight Realm. The Magatama of parting, if you please.
Very well. Your benevolence, please, allow me the honor. Yes, it would be more fitting for you to send him on his way.
Mrs. Inme.
Darling, I'm so glad I was able to see you one last time. Thank you for everything.
I'm sorry to leave you like this, my love.
Oh, they're so delightfully weird and creepy looking, but like it's still so cute and sad. But now you can watch over me from the world beyond.
Yes, always and forever.
And with every breath I take, my darling, I'll be thinking of you.
Oh my god, sweetie, you're beautiful! She's glowing. Oh wow, they invested budget in this.
This little smile.
I'm not crying, you're crying. There. Oh my god, whoa, were we about to get a glimpse of Payne?
Farewell, my darling Trust. Hey, so how did I do, you guys? The High Priest has returned to the Twilight Realm. Maya! And I feel great. I guess it means he didn't leave any regrets behind. So how'd the trial go, Nick? Oh, but yeah, what happened?
It's over. It was a sad reality born of love and a great tragedy born of the Defense Culpability Act.
Well, I see no need to continue this trial. Does the prosecution have anything to say?
Mr. Phoenix writes, I owe a debt to you. One that I will pay back in court someday.
Foreshadowing?
Now to deliver today's verdict and overturn that of yesterday's trial. With respect to all current and previous charges against them, I hereby declare the accused Maya Fey and her defense, Phoenix Wright.
Honestly, Maya, did you expect anything different? Ah, good times, defending my BFF in a court of law. Oh my god, oh sweetie, you're radiating. Or no, you look radiant. Not radiating. Wow, what a bittersweet ending. That was like the saddest takedown of a couple ever. Cause also what's gonna happen, like Lady BLORB did kill somebody. Does she get a separate trial? May 12th, 420 blaze it! At the High Court of Kurai'in. Let's close out for the day, boys.
So, I was thinking, Nick. The legal system here is really stacked against the defense. It's totally unfair.
Yeah. It even forced the High Priest to make the ultimate sacrifice just to protect his wife.
Yeah, it's just so sad.
Protect the status quo or join the revolution? If the real Lady Kira were here, I wonder which side she would take. Hi, Your Highness.
Your benevolence. What?
I was, just wondering. You alright?
Quiet, you! How can I possibly be alright?
Yeah, she's not doing so well, is she?
Just, who do you think you are? Suddenly appearing before me, trampling my insides underfoot, and plunging the Hall of Justice into utter chaos? Ugh! You even desecrated my mother and father's teachings, you soulless infidel!
Oof. It's a bit harsher than usual, Your Highness.
What am I to do? I'd always believed that communing with the victim's Mitama would lead me to the absolute truth. But each time you overturned my insights, it was revealed that they served to support false charges, rather than the truth. I am left now with that heavy truth in my heart.
I'm sorry, Rafa?
Perhaps I am not worthy of hearing the voices of the Mitama. You know what? I don't think that I'm very cunt at all.
Oh, that's where you're wrong, Your Benevolence. You're very much a cunt.
What?
Yeah. Maya?
How dare you!
Your role is to bring forth the voices of the Mitama into our world.
If you don't do it, who will? You know nothing, Maya Fey! It was spirit channeling, not a divination seance that brought the truth to light. How dare an outsider like you employ the Queen's secret art! But what can I do? My spiritual power does not even approach yours. Is it not some kind of a cruel joke? The royal priestess, bested by a lowly outsider?
Hey, don't be so hard on yourself. Listen, you think Maya's impressive, you should see her cousin Pearl's.
Why not? It is worth at least a laugh or two.
You know, you shouldn't talk like that.
Huh?
Listen, Your Benevolence. You were just fulfilling your duty, weren't you? And you're the only one capable of performing the divination seance, right? The station of your royal priestess is not something to abandon lightly. Oh my god, Maya Fey, Queen, when did you become such a diplomat?
The station of royal priestess?
The people of your kingdom believe in you. But if you really mean all of what you just said, then what exactly are they supposed to believe in?
Ah! You know not of what you speak!
Actually, I kinda do. Oh, boom! I love this new Maya. After all, I'm really only here training so I can become the master of my village back home.
A village master, you say? I did not know. I suppose I owe you an apology. For even today I called you a neophyte practitioner. It turns out you, Maya Fey, are actually a cunt.
It's alright, Your Benevolence. Thank you for finally acknowledging me. Hey, Nick, what's with this girl's foul mouth? Oh, I'll explain it to you later, Maya. Don't worry about it. A future queen and a future village master. I guess it shouldn't be a surprise. Considering they may have had a common ancestor. Maya's right, Your Benevolence.
Barthead?
Your insights were a crucial piece of evidence in this last trial. It doesn't matter if they weren't always 100% accurate. You should be proud of what you did. You've played an important role in assuring that the justice was served. And besides, your insights aren't the problem here. It's your kingdom's legal system. Without lawyers, your insights have come to be accepted as the sole truth. Uh-oh, am I getting stream lag? Objection, you can't! Sit tight, friends! Oh god, fuck. Alright, boys, I'm so sorry. I hope you can at least hear me. You might not be able to see me, or I might be, like, really frozen and choppy. I'm gonna cut it here. We're gonna save. This is such an awkward place to cut it, and I am so sorry. I might actually start having a conversation with my landlord about breaking my lease. I'm not gonna be able to do this until August. This is... This is... absolutely fucking ridiculous. Goddamn shit. Alright, let's save and wrap it up. Again, I'm hoping that you guys can at least hear my voice. But I think that's about all you're going to be able to hear. I don't think you're going to be able to see me. And I feel like stopping it here is very awkward, but I don't want to keep going when you can't see anything. Alright. I've saved the game. I'm gonna double check. Yep. Game is saved. And, I am so sorry, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Please leave a like on the stream. I'm gonna try and get out of my internet one way or another. Because this is so fucking stupid. I am so sorry, you guys. Alright. Till next time, boys. Toodles! Bum, 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 bum. Did it just start working again? Jesus fuck. What in the world is happening with this internet? Alright, well, now that I've closed the stream and said goodbye and lost half of my audience, they were like, oh, you wanted internet speeds back? Let's just throw that back on for you. We'll turn it back. Alright, normally I would let it go, but since I feel like we're wrapping up a case here, even though I just said goodbye to all of my audience and our viewer count dropped down to almost nobody, we'll finish it anyways. Jesus fuck, Guys, I want to be a streamer so bad, and literally, if it's not like already hard enough to try and get discovered on YouTube, to try and have people find your live stream, when I actively lose my audience because of streaming problems. Okay. Guys, pretend you haven't seen anything. And action! And the Defense Culpability Act, which gave rise to that, is the root of it all.
That is dangerous, thinking of a rebel.
That is the dangerous thinking of a rebel. Yeah, well, sweetie, I'm kind of a rebel. Your benevolence. As Crown Princess, you are destined to rule the kingdom one day. Oh my god, my diplomatic queen, Maya Fey, still going at it! That means there will be many things that That means there will be many things that you alone must determine. Things like how to keep your people happy, and what is true and what is false. And most importantly, what role you must play therein.
I wonder if I am even up to the task.
Also, yeah, congratulations to me! We hit 3,000 subs! Thank you guys all for that. That means a lot. Also, in case you weren't here at the beginning, now that I've sent away everybody, channel memberships. They're a thing now. They exist. I have a join button. You can become a member to support the live stream because, you know, I bring you the best quality service, like smooth internet live stream entertainment. Why would anyone not subscribe to that?
I wonder if I am even up to the task.
Knowing you, your benevolence, you're more than capable. I've never heard Maya talk like this before. She's really come a long way. Ah! Huh! What was that? It came from the hallway. Smoke! We'd better check it out. Hurry! Mrs.
Oh, these? My boobies? My massive fucking titties? My super stuffed up milkies? My hunger bonger doinky boinkies? My fucking fabric stretching, wind flapping, gravity welling sex mounds?
Oh no! Oh no, not the best time! But oh my god, Thunder Phoenix 256, thank you for signing up to the membership and exposing what was maybe not the best decision to pick as the member subscription. Notification. Alright, Princess Peach, there's been an explosion in the courtroom. You need to throw that dumper of yours away. Oh my god. Thunder Phoenix, thank you for being one of the members. I appreciate the support and I'm happy to have you here. Whew! Hot and bothered. Mrs. Inme, are you alright? There's been an explosion. What is going on? I'd like to retract my membership.
Mr. Wright, Acolyte Faye, I'm so sorry for what transpired. You were almost sentenced to death because of me.
They gasp!
I will make amends by picking up where my husband left off. I will see the revolution through, so nothing like this can ever happen again. For that is the depth of my love for my dearly departed husband.
Did we just make a supervillain? Maybe? Oh no.
I don't...
Oh, these? My boobies? My massive fucking titties? My super stuffed up milkies?
Hunter
My
Cross!
hunger bonger doinky boinkies? My fucking fabric stretching, wind flapping, gravity welling sex mounds?
Hunter Cross, thank you for joining as a member and throwing dad ass here into the chat. We are happy to have another ass here.
Lady in me, we gotta hurry.
That voice! Is that Mr. Arabo? Thank you guys so much. You've really made this night turn into something special for me.
I must tell the people. They must learn that the peace we enjoy is a false one. One built on the backs of innocents charged with false crimes under the odious DC Act. We have it in our power to forge a society in which the law judges all of us fairly.
Oh my god, everything she's saying makes sense. Oh my god, I'm in hot water. This is an intense political uprising.
Hey there, PW! I wish we had more time to talk, but... Dirk, everything's ready. It's go time.
Dirk? Dirk? Dirk! He's here! In the flesh! Wait! Was that the rebel leader Dirk? No! After him! Don't let him get away! Wow. Okay, that was a lot that happened in 3 minutes. The power to forge a society in which the law judges all of us fairly. It's the start of a legal revolution. Do you have anything to say about this, Maya?
There was a lot of ass throwing here in the courtroom, Nick. And a lot of explosions, too. Hey, Nick! I hate to bother you while you're lost in thought. But I just got this great idea.
What is it?
The Steel Samurai versus the Rebel Dirk. I bet it'd make for an awesome TV show. And if we threw in the Plumed Punisher, everyone would go nuts over it.
I'll never get what she sees in those shows. I remember how you were like, this is an awkward end to a stream. You had no idea. Oh my god, can you imagine if I had stopped it and we started on that? Woo. But it's good to know that no matter what happens, Maya will always be Maya. And that is the end. Holy shit. What a turn that took. What a twist. Alright, so Lady in Me, I kind of love her. She's kind of a badass boss bitch. And now she's teamed up with Dats. And the two of them, I feel, are going to cause us more trouble. Wow. That's dope. A new episode has been added. Turnabout Storyteller. Well, I guess that's what we're going to get started on the next time that my internet cooperates with me, which will hopefully be tomorrow at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. I do hope that I'll be able to see you guys there. Huge thank you guys to Hunter Cross and Thunder Phoenix 256 for joining the WhatThe'Eff'Gaming memberships. As I continue on, I do hope to phase in a couple of members-only streams, which will consist of, like, obviously my Let's Plays are always going to be here. We're always going to do the regular live stream. On top of that, I think it'd be fun to maybe have some, like, chill and chat live streams. Maybe, like, watch some YouTube videos together. Maybe play some Jackbox games and some other video games together. Those are things that I think could be very fun to do. And that is what we will have to look forward to. I am going to go make myself some dinner because I am quite a hungry boy. And I guess that's going to be it for me today. What a case! I could see why people liked this one a lot. This was definitely up there. Oh man, I really like the political element too. It makes me feel like I'm a sophisticate playing a game for grown-ups. The themes feel a bit more mature than your typical Ace Attorney game. Alright, that's enough from me for tonight. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Doodles, boys!